I'm Ashley Yocum, and I am the Executive Research Strategy Lead at the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I am a principal on the BEAT AML study. BEAT AML is a precision medicine master study that assigns newly diagnosed or relapsed refractory acute myeloid leukemia patients onto a biomarker-specific treatment within 7 days based on targeted genomic sequencing and cytogenetics. Currently today, we have enrolled over 1,400 patients and have 13 active sites. Previously at ASH in 2018, we shared that there was an increase in overall survival for patients who were assigned a biomarker-specific treatment compared to those who received standard of care. Here, we went into our data over the past 7 years and looked at it to see if there was any pre-treatment clinical features that also influenced overall survival. For this particular analysis, we looked at patients who were not treated on a BEAT AML study. For these patients, we looked at the treatment they received off study as well as overall survival. And we categorized these patients into 4 categories. The first category were those who received intensive chemotherapy. The second category were those who received venetoclax and a hypermethylating agent. And the other category were those who received non-intensive treatment. What we found were that more younger patients received intensive chemotherapy. Patients who had a worse performance score or who had worse liver enzymes such as AST and ALT received non-intensive treatments. Also, what we saw is that there was a median overall survival for those who had intensive chemotherapy of around 34 months. Those who received a venetoclax and an HMA agent, they had a median overall survival of 13.6 months. Those who received a non-intensive treatment had a median overall survival of 11.6 months. So what we see is that there's a favorable outcome for those who receive intensive chemotherapy over the other 2 treatment options. We also found that patients who have a core binding factor mutation are more likely to receive intensive chemotherapy and have a favorable outcome when it comes to overall survival. Those who have TP53 as well as complex karyotype are more likely to get non-intensive treatment and also have less overall survival. So what this means is that we still have an unmet need that needs to be addressed with treatment. TP53 and complex karyotype do have a significant decrease in overall survival, and we still need to invest time and resources in that. But for patients, it is very important for them to be able to have discussions with their oncologist to ensure that they have all of their genetic and cytogenetic information, as well as any of their other baseline characteristics that will help them make the best treatment decision for them.